Hello, my dear, talented, beautiful, gorgeous women. Yes, that's the only way I see you, because inside each of you there is huge potential, a whole world of women that you may not even know about. Now, think about how much of your potential you've already reached now. 70%? 80%? 60%? 50%? 40%? 10%? Or on the contrary, you have not even done anything yet to realize those talents that live within you. And each of you is madly talented. What is it that prevents us from realizing and discovering the world of these women who live inside of us? Today, we will talk about the return of female power. Imagine that each one of you has a huge source of female power. Every woman of your kind is madly talented. Right now, I can clearly see that all of you, who are watching this video, have a huge, unrealized, energy potential inside your families. There are women of power in your species. But, unfortunately, the world has always tried to limit women. Do you remember how many centuries the whole world has tried to deprive women of the magical power that is inside of them from nature? Originally, women worshipped the power of nature and the power of energy. They knew how to speak about illnesses, they knew how to cure using herbs, and they knew how to address the power of the elements, fire, air, to negotiate with them. When they needed rain, they asked for rain. When they needed the sun, they addressed the sun. Women had such great magical powers. By the way, the power of their word was great. They only had to say one word, and immediately, all their desires and thoughts were fulfilled. Sometimes, we think, why can't God hear our prayers? Why can't our words reach God? Why don't my desires come true? It's because we don't use our feminine power that has been lost so much from generation to generation. We have lost our feminine power. And now, darlings, I say, it's time to regain your female strength. Very often, when you come to me for individual diagnostics and consultations, I see how women of your kind began to be afraid to use their huge magical power. One day, a girl came to me and said, I can't do anything in my life. Everything in my life is falling apart right beneath my hands. I have no health, I have a myoma, I have no loved one, I have no children, I have no job, I have no home. All my relatives are dead. I'm cursed. I looked at her and saw that, by nature, God has given a huge magical power to her family. But when women used this power, then people who did not feel God, did not feel the spirits, they condemned them and said, you are witches. And the first woman was burned at the fires of the Inquisition. Then, for many years, there were persecutions of this kind of women. The women said, we will not use our female power because they are scary. They are dangerous. And this power, it began to be suppressed inside. You know, it's the same as trying to cover the sun with your hands. It's impossible. But, when women are afraid of using their female power, when they fear for the future of their girls, the daughters of the family, it's scary. Gradually, women become unhappy. Because when we do not realize our destinies, our power, and our great energy, we are unhappy. From generation to generation, that fear has been passed down. When a girl came to me, I saw the panic of a woman trying to prove herself, to show her talent. She couldn't even tell her boss that she was an excellent specialist. She was a great designer, just the most talented. But, when we performed the ritual return of female strength, she transformed in front of my eyes. Her shoulders straightened. Her eyes began to burn, shining. When I gave her a special amulet of strength, when I put this amulet of strength on her, the spirit of this amulet, this lioness, began to protect her. Her smooth posture, her beautiful gaze of power, the energy of her kind. She came to get a job, and she was now able to show how talented she was, to show her design projects. What that firm said was, we stop looking for anyone else. We hire her. And now, she's the highest paid specialist in the firm. Now, she travels wherever she wants. Love has come into her life. She has a wonderful person who is her soulmate. And she has a beautiful home. She has everything she has dreamed of. And it's all because she was able to regain her female strength. Today, we're going to get that strength back, because when a woman has no strength, she's unhappy. You know, I'm traveling all over the world looking for special women's strength. Special diamonds that hide this generic, powerful, natural force. Do you know why? Because when all of us, women of power, unite together and open the world of our inner women, then everything on earth will change. The world will be without wars, without destruction, without aggression, and without disease. But for that, darlings, I need your help. Every year, we gather women from different countries around the world, more than 100 people. We gather in the circle of women's power, where we make real women's magic. I sincerely wish each and every one of you to come to this celebration of women's power, where we could not only awaken our strength but also pray for the whole world, for our children, for our relatives, for our loved ones, and for all generations. Shamans have always used great power to awaken women. Inside every woman lives the power of all the women of her kind. Every birth tree has a womb of the genus. I'm sure you've never heard that definition before. It's an ancient shamanic knowledge that is only revealed to the chosen women. It is in a uterus of this sort that all information on the destinies, thoughts, experiences, and talents of the women of your kind is found. And it is very important for every woman to clean the uterus of this genus tree, in order to take all the power of the women of the genus, and to awaken the world of their women. Now, you and I will create this female magic, because that's where the source of your female strength, your talents, and your success is. You must know that you will succeed when you release your female power. Watch my schedule. Wait for these tours of women's power. Only there can you release the real you. I feel like each of you is ready to discover your feminine strength right now. So, we begin our magical practice. Dears, now, we are moving to the most ancient, sacred practice, which was passed by shamans to special women who needed to regain their female strength. Today, you and I are doing it together. Let's practice special magical movements with you first. They will be combined with breathing. That's a very important part. On the outside, it may seem that you are doing absolutely simple movements, but there will be very deep energy work. So, we turn our head to the left. I have the left side here. I feel like my ancestors are here, both male and female, women of my kind. I turn my head to the side that represents the past. I take a breath and absorb the power of the women of my generation. I return that power. I take a breath. I hold my breath. I transfer the energy to the present, and then, to the right, to the future. Here. I just breathe out. It'll be faster that way. Here, I hold my breath and move my head. I breathe in. Hold your breath. We will breathe to the special music of transformation, the music of the return of female strength. Maybe you'll get dizzy. Do it to the individual rhythm that is most acceptable to you, especially if you have any problems with the neck department, osteochondrosis, be careful. Or maybe you have a problem with your blood pressure. If you feel that your head is spinning, you can sit down and do this exercise, this magical practice, sitting down. Be attentive to the feeling of your body, because the energy, which will go through you now, can cause you tears, anger, and irritation. It's okay. Everything that happens to you during this magical practice is normal. It's okay. It will come out of the fear, pain, and anger of women of your kind, when they have stopped using their female power, and therefore, were taught to behave the same way as you were. We take the energy and strength of the women of your kind, the most talented, the strongest, and the most magical. We guide them to the present and to the future. In your future life, where you want to return success, where you want to be healthy, where you want to be loved, where you want to fulfill your destiny, and where you become a woman of strength. My dear, we're ready for you. Before you begin, pay attention to the shaman mandala, the birth tree in the center of which is the womb of the family. Now, concentrate your attention. Feel that this uterus of the genus is inside you. Yes, it's in your uterus area. Tune into the feminine birth force in the father's line and in the mother's line. Now, close your eyes for a deeper immersion into yourself, for a more total passing of this magical ritual. Turn your head to the left. See, feel, tune into the women of your family, to those women who had magical powers. Take a breath and transfer energy to the present before you, and exhale into the future of your kind. Hold your breath and move your head again to the left side. Take the power of women of this sort. Breathe out into the future. Hold your breath. Turn to the left side. Breathe in. Do it to an individual breathing rhythm. Tune into that power. Probably, you will want to breathe very quickly, rhythmically, to do dancing movements with your whole body. Do it. You may want to help yourself with your hands and capture that energy. Do it. Be yourself. Give yourself the power of freedom, because now, you are taking the gold that is in your family, the female power that makes you the true mistress of your destiny. Keep making these magical passes to the music. Take a breath. I take the power of my ancestor women. I breathe out my future. I take a breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I feel my power. I can see the women of my kind giving me this power and how the fear of using it goes away. If there is pain inside me, if I feel fear, if there is anger inside me, then I keep breathing. All my attention is focused only on breathing. 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 Inhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I can feel the golden stream of energy coming back from my family's past, from my ancestor women of power. I'm returning my present and carrying it back to the future. Inhale. Breathe out. Inhale. Breathe out. I get new opportunities. I'm gaining confidence. I'm getting my female strength and charisma. My power and my words become truly magical. And for the last time, take a breath. Inhale force. Direct it to the future. Hold your breath as long as you can. Exhale. And, without opening your eyes, put your hands in the area of your uterus. Feel the powerful female energy pulsating there. You've brought back some kind of female energy. It is very important to perform this ritual for 21 days to get the result. Now, feel and see the brightest image of yourself as you want to be, and direct the generic power that you have returned to this image, where you are successful, where you are young, where you are beautiful, where you realize your talents, where you are loving, and where you are loved, where you are surrounded by people that you want to help. You realize your most important female purpose: to help people. Take a deep breath of strength. With an exhale, open your amazing eyes. Oh, my God, they're burning in your house right now. You are beautiful. If you felt pain in your body during this practice, or maybe you could not yet cope with your emotions, write to me about it. I will help you. Perhaps you need individual help, a more serious, deeper ritual. Because the pain of your kind of women is so severe that they can't let it go now. Forgive those men who betrayed them, who may have written a denunciation that they are witches, sorceress that use some magical powers. Perhaps it was even their closest, most loved people. Come to me, and together, we will release the energy of your kind. We will return to you what is rightfully yours so that your life will become a real fairy tale. Contact me, and together, we will release the energy of your kind. We will return to you that which by right of your birth belongs to you so your life will become a real fairy tale. Where you are the mistress of your predestination, where you are the woman who has discovered her world. My dear, my loved ones, I will see you later.
The spirits have brought you here. This means that you are on the verge of a new stage in your life. The discovery of superpowers, contacts with spirits, the uncovering of your predestination. All of this will be revealed to you at the next seminar. Follow the call of the spirits.